Hi everyone, this is a very special reading. So this is a Pick a Buddha reading. So we have these three beautiful Buddhas, and whichever one you feel most drawn to is going to be your reading for you. So this is for very important messages that you need to hear right now. And so we have the first group, the second group, and the third group. So go ahead and pick the Buddha that you feel most drawn to, most connected to. Of course, very, very lucky to also rub the belly as well. And yeah, so these are some, real big messages for you. This pile is not the best placed. I do apologize, but yeah, so these are going to be those, those messages. Alright, so the other thing I really want to mention is that if you would like to book a private paid reading with me, information will be down below. I've been getting a lot of messages in regards to that. Sorry, I just have to also check the audio to make sure the audio is working fine, and it is. The other thing is if you would like to win a free reading with me, information for that will be down below. Timestamps for each of these readings will also be down below. As I mentioned, 1, 2 and 3. So do make sure you check out all of that in the description box below. And finally, I just want to mention that I make bracelets. They are handmade by me and they are very affordable. And so if you are interested, the link for that will be down in the description box below on Etsy. So this is what they look like. I'm wearing this good luck one, which is right here, and then also this gold bracelet, which is there to remove obstacles and challenges from your life. They all are there to do that. And so I have the good luck one and the wealth one here, really to boost that aspect in your life. So that's what I've got on. Links will be in the description box below for absolutely everything. So let's get started. And first of all, we're going to start with group number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very, very carefully move the other piles out of the way. Alright, so if you picked the first Buddha, this is going to be your reading for messages that you need to hear right now. So let's have a look and see what comes through. I'm going to rub the belly. I know that it's lucky, so that's why I'm doing it. But we're going to place the Buddha, I think we're going to place the Buddha right over here. And then we'll put the cards in front. So the cards you have here are Cordelia. It says here, go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. The thing about nature is that it just uplifts us. There's something about nature that just makes us feel good. It really is that element of calmness. It gives us a sense of serenity. And the sea, the sun, depends if, of course, you live by the sea. I actually do live by the sea, but the sea, the sun, trees in general, and just air, fresh air, going outside can be really uplifting, very, very good. And sometimes we do have to have that reminder of just, getting out a little bit as well. So that is coming through very, very strong. We've also got here Yamuna. So this here says golden opportunity. What better card to have in this reading? Of course, a very, very golden Buddha is golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. This is about sometimes how we might accidentally overlook certain things because, we might be focusing on other things. But it's really showing here that, keep your eyes peeled because there can be certain opportunities that you may accidentally, look over. So it's really showing through that there are doors that are open for you. Sometimes we have to spend a while searching for it, but also, the important thing here also with this is that the more we focus on ourselves and put a lot of this energy into ourselves, spend time with ourselves, go into nature, spend time in nature, we understand ourselves more, and this in itself can also help to open doors, right? Sometimes we have to take that initiative to really find those doors, and it can be really, really challenging, but it's also showing through that it's very much so there. So this is about, very, very important doors. They're going to be opening for you. Look out for them and walk through them, because sometimes there are certain doors in our life that come through in different areas of our life that we think we may not be ready for, that we may think are too difficult, that we may feel also that we're not good enough for. Walk through those doors. Sometimes it can be really challenging and difficult doors. Those doors are there for our growth. They are there to teach us things. And when we walk through those doors, then the universe is going to be like, wow, you actually walked through that door. I'm impressed. That's what the universe is going to say. And in return, you're going to be getting that abundance, that beautiful sense of abundance, that joy, that happiness, and that sense of happiness. And did I just say happiness twice? Well, I mean happiness. It's also about calmness and feeling at one with yourself. Then we have this card right here. So this says Mat. So this is fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. For those of you that are going through, difficult things, or you've been thinking about a certain thing for a while, just know that the situation will get handled. This is almost like justice being served, that things will get resolved. There will be a resolution to the situation and the problems that you are facing. So panic not, right? So that is really what it's showing. It's showing a sense of fairness. It's showing a sense of balance. Freedom as well with the bird that we have. Very, very positive. Then we also have Mary Magdalene right here. And this says unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. This again is very much so about putting all of that focus into you. Love everything around you. Love the way that things are. Sometimes, and I know, I've been through very challenging situations, so I can relate to some extent. Probably not to everything that you've been through, obviously, because we have different situations that we all individually deal with. But when you love the things around you and you create that positive environment, no matter how much you feel like the universe is working against you, I promise that things will be better. 3 months from now, 5 months from now, a year from now, you will look back to this moment and you will think, wow, that happened because it was supposed to teach me a lesson. Wow, I really grew from that. Wow, I learnt a lot. Wow, I feel uplifted. You will really have looked back, and you may even look back and think, what, I wish I loved the things around me, because things were really, really incredible. Yes, they will be incredible, I feel, in the future. We'll have different things to deal with, but also it's about really appreciating the present. I'm just going to give a very, very simple example. This is just an example that I'm giving. For those of you that are struggling in love and you are in a single energy right now and you are craving for that deep love, of course there's nothing wrong with craving it, but just know that when you do get in a relationship, you will be spending so much time with that person, and you may not have as much time to do the things that you really want to do. So use this time to do all of those things for yourself. This is just an example. It's very, very similar. So I'm just telling you, put all of the focus into your present. Appreciate the present for what it is, even if it's difficult. We want to love all the things around us. We want to have that sense of gratitude, because the universe will see that, and the universe will give more. Things will be fair. Things will be just fine. They will be. Everything will be okay. Hakuna Matata. I used to live in Kenya, so it's a real thing. Wow, right? Wow. So this is a beautiful reading, and I want you to feel uplifted. I want you to feel good. Know that things will be just fine. Trust, trust, trust. Alright, so group number 1, that is your reading. And if you found that this resonated with your situation, or there's something you really got out of it, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, the free reading giveaway, bracelets, crystals. Everything that I have is all on Etsy. That will be linked down below. And now I am going to move on to group number 2. Have a lovely day, everyone. Alright, so group number 2. Let's have a look and see what messages you need to hear right now. This is a timeless reading, of course, and we have this very beautiful golden lucky Buddha. I'm going to rub the belly because it's very, very lucky, and I want you to be able to feel that energy as well. Oh, don't know why I'm putting it on the side. I'm actually just going to put it slightly on inside the frame. There we go. Okay, so let's see what cards we have here. Wow, the first card. Let me show you this. Be strong. Strength. It's all about strength. So here we have Sekhmet. I hope I pronounced that right. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. You know, sometimes when we feel down, we feel sometimes weak, and the universe can just make things even worse. It just, you know, it can just feel worse and worse and worse and worse. Know that you are strong. Know that you are bold. Know that things will work in your favor, that things will work out for you. That's the thing. You are strong, and everything you do is also tied around that strength. So this is the universe telling you, be strong. Whatever happens, you can overcome obstacles and challenges with your strength. If you get tied down, if you get beaten down to the point where you're just like, I don't know what to do, it's about getting up. You know, if you fall down 6 times, get up 7. I know that it can be really easy for a tarot reader to sometimes say all of these things, but I want you to know that I have also been through, you know, challenges, obstacles, and days where, you know, I have struggled to get out of bed and things like that. And, you know, when I give advice, I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's not just me trying to tell you whatever people always say. Absolutely not. This is from my own personal experience as well. And it's by me also having done, you know, a lot of different courses, and it is really very, very true that it's about not giving up. It's about holding on to that positivity to be able to take yourself forward. Because the thing here is that the universe knows, and the universe really acknowledges and really wants you to be so much stronger in your own energy, to feel strong within yourself, to feel happy within yourself, to feel confident within yourself. And the minute you do that, you start attracting it. You know, positivity attracts positivity. As I'm saying this, the sun is coming out. Is that not a sign? You know, here in the UK, the sun goes in and out, in and out. This is a sign, a huge sign. It's a beautiful, beautiful sign. You know, so everything is tied to your strength. Now we also have here white Tara, right? So look at this. This is about sensitivity. Now remember that being strong and tough, and, you know, there's this kind of thing where in the past, people always thought that, oh, you know, being emotional means that you're a mess. It really doesn't. It means that you are strong because you're, you know, acknowledging that as well. You know, and it doesn't also mean that if you're unemotional that you're not strong, because there are lots of people that don't really, you know, tell or communicate their emotions, but they are actually very strong people. So it's saying here also that if you feel like you are too sensitive, or that you feel things too much, or you overthink things too much, it's telling you, you know, yes, be strong, but also don't take out the part that you feel, you know, don't disregard your sensitivity, essentially. Sensitivity is power. You can be sensitive, but strong. And that sensitivity is very important for this world as well. You know, it's, no 2 people in this world are 100% the same. And it's really showing here, especially with this card of white Tara, it says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. It's okay to be sensitive, but make sure you are not allowing your sensitivity to allow you to continue in difficult and toxic situations, because then that becomes an issue. We really want you to, me and the spirit guides, of course, we want you to feel uplifted. Want you to feel strong, want you to feel as though, you know, sensitivity is not a bad thing, but also at the same time, have boundaries. Make sure that you are setting healthy goals and healthy boundaries for how people should be treating you. So you can avoid, you know, these harsh relationships, environments, situations, chemicals, right, to do with the environment as well. Make sure that you are thinking about yourself and putting yourself first as well, because that is also strength. Alright, so then we also have here Unag. Again, I hope I pronounced that right. And this one here is easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Everything happens for a reason in life, right? We need to know that sometimes, and we might look back at it and think, well, why did that happen? That clearly didn't need to happen. You know, it's not happening to anyone else. It's only happening to me. I'm feeling like this. You know, there's no purpose to it. Sometimes it will take us time to realize the purpose of certain things happening in our life. Did that make any sense? I feel like the end of my sentence just kind of came out a bit all over the place. In our life, right? Easy does it. Take every day, one step at a time. Try not to rush things. You know, when I talk about healing, it's not about waking up tomorrow and being happy and healed. It is a process. We have to go through that process with consistency. Don't hurry, you know, or force things to happen. Allow yourself to take that time. Give yourself that time. Give yourself that space and that energy to thrive. Acknowledge your feelings, but also be strong. Acknowledge your sensitivity, but make sure people aren't taking advantage of that, right? And that's where we put in really healthy, clear boundaries. Okay, so that's a very important message as well. And then we've got here Kali. I love this card, I really do. You know, I'm really happy that this actually did come out in one of the readings as well. What I usually do is I take the cards, I shuffle them, and with my intent, I then, you know, place them like this in each of the piles. And, you know, in this particular Oracle deck, there's quite a lot of cards. And I'm really happy that this card did come through, because it says here endings and beginnings. And I don't want you to be scared of this particular card. It doesn't mean that things are going to suddenly end for you. It's also showing that if you've been through difficult times, know that those difficult times will end at some point, that you will feel good. You know, whatever your situation is right now, it's not going to continue forever and ever and ever and ever. There is going to be an end to it at some point, and you will feel uplifted by that. Okay, so with Kali here, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so the new can enter, right? So this is about, you know, releasing that. If you feel like you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic situation, it's about sometimes, you know, if you really feel in your heart and your intuition is telling you not to let go of that person, it is truly, truly, truly about, you know, just putting that person on the back burner, focusing on yourself, putting all of that energy into yourself and letting them come to you, right? It's also about, if you're in a really toxic situation, it's about putting in those very healthy, clear boundaries, communicating what you need. And if the other person doesn't want to acknowledge your needs, then, you know, maybe that's what it is. But understand that someone else better could come in. If you feel like you've been single forever and ever, or you feel like your career is just not working out the way that you want to, it's about understanding your needs, understanding what it is that you need, being patient with yourself, but still putting in that effort, right? Being strong, not just wallowing in your bed all day. You know, it's about taking action as well, and knowing that a new beginning will come, that things will uplift and get better. We go through cycles and phases just as the moon does, and it's really showing here that things are going to get better. There are endings and new beginnings, and this is beautiful. Look at this Buddha, so happy, right? With the arms up. Just really, really beautiful. Beautiful reading for group number 2. So this is your reading, and if this resonates with your situation, let me know in the comment section below, or if you have any other comments about it. And also private readings, free reading giveaway, bracelets, that will all be in the description box below if you are interested. And yeah, I am going to now move on to group number 3. Take care, group number 2. Alright, so now we have group number 2. Let's have a look and see what's coming for you. Group number 3, sorry. Let's do that again. Group number 3. This is going to be your reading for what messages you need to hear right now. Okay, so we have a very lucky Buddha. Really, really very happy Buddha. I'm going to rub the belly because it's very, very lucky to do so. I hope you can feel the energy of that as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Buddha just in the shot right there in the middle. And we are going to see what messages you need to hear right now. Okay, so we have here Sedna. And it says here, Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. Beautiful. Wow. You are supplied for today and all of tomorrow. You have energy. We all have energy. We're all human beings, right? And our way of, making sure that we renew ourselves is through sleeping. And then, we have an infinite supply of energy. We have infinite support, angels, spirit guides. We have people around us. And the thing is, and I'm talking in a spiritual sense, I don't want to scare anyone, but there's always people around us. And the thing here is that it's really showing that you have an infinite supply. If you ever feel alone, right? If you ever feel alone, know that you can pray to angels and guides. You can pray to God if you are religious. You can very much so ask the universe. Do law of attraction, affirmations, intentions. The universe is also recording. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of the Akashic Records. Highly recommend you to Google that if you haven't. But the universe is always recording things that we're doing, the way in which we are, treating people, and the way that people treat us as well, right? It works in return. So there's always an infinite supply of everything around us. Okay, just know that you are supplied for today and for all of tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. And yes, for every single one of us, at some point it will end, but that's not the point. We shouldn't be looking at when it's going to end for us. It's about focusing on the today and also, the tomorrow. It's about focusing on that first. We also have here Lakshmi. Wow. Talk about Lakshmi. I was actually just thinking about Lakshmi a second ago. Lakshmi is the goddess, right, of wealth and prosperity. And this says here, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Please don't worry. I know that sometimes we have to worry in order to make decisions, in order to handle situations, in order to do certain things. Things will be fine. It will be okay. I know that sometimes we think, is it really going to be okay? Are we sure it's going to be okay? Like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? That kind of thinking is normal, but it's also, it's good to trust the universe. It's good to trust what's going to happen. It's good to trust ourselves as well, and stop worrying over every little thing, because just know that everything is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You might be in a very difficult situation right now, or you might really be enjoying life right now. Just know that everything will be okay. Positivity attracts positivity. It truly, truly does. Okay, we've also got here Mother Mary, and it says here, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Again, it's very interesting. I didn't see this particular card. Obviously, I don't see the cards when I put them into each of the piles. But of course, I was talking about, praying to your angels, your spirit guides, God, universe. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's literally what I was talking about. So have faith, that your prayers have been heard and that they are being answered. Have that faith. Know that everything is going to be okay. It will. When you also have that affirmation, in your mind where you're like, everything is going to be fine, everything is going to be okay, you're saying that repeatedly, or you're thinking that repeatedly, and it actually manifests. Sometimes the things that we think negatively can also manifest, so be very careful of that. Try and keep your thoughts positive, because that is the best way to go about things, and it is genuinely the best thing. That's genuinely what I'm seeing, right? It's the best thing you can do. Now we also have this last card, which is Gwenerf. I'm really sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but it says here true love. The romantic strings, let me start that again. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. The universe will deliver what you deserve. And this is what I always say. If you feel like you are doing a lot of the work in your relationship, look, you might not be, right? But I'm just giving an example, because for some of you, you are doing a lot more of the work. Sometimes we need to really evaluate what we're doing and put that intention out there that we deserve better. And sometimes, and more often times, that better will come back to us when we learn to accept who we are and our boundaries and what we deserve. Okay, so the romantic stirrings in your heart, have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Sometimes also in certain relationships and certain situations, things can take time. It's not going to be so simple. And so there are lessons that people need to learn as well. There are things that need to happen, but just know that great love is going to be delivered to you. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be okay. I promise it will be okay, group number 3. So this is your reading. And, if this resonates with you, or if you have a comment about this reading, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out the bracelets, which are handmade by me, of course. The link for that will be in the description box below to my Etsy, and they're very affordable, as I mentioned in the beginning part of the video. Also, if you would like to book a private paid reading with me, information will also be down below as well. And I hope you have an absolutely lovely day, night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye!